Tweet the Leader in You, Episode 7, Being a Spiritual Leader. Hello, welcome to Tweet the Leader in You, where we speak about realistic leadership theories. My name is Templeton Sawyer, and today we'll be speaking about being a spiritual leader and how spirituality affects leadership today. I would like to share a personal journey of mine where I actually joined different spiritual organizations and also joining non-spiritual organizations like the normal corporate world. So back home in the Bahamas, going further in 2008, I became president of the Student Christian Movement, where I was there handing over leadership there with my colleagues there. And I must say, my leadership growth started there a little bit because I was able to develop and to empower young people on how to go to another level, I would say, into their faith and where they wanted to go in leadership. And I was in that role for the whole 5 years because I was reelected, because a lot of people then again saw the great faith that I had and the great passion I had in my leadership to encourage and to empower persons to move forward into where they wanted to go into their faith. And I must say, when it comes down to spirituality into the workforce and spirituality into different corporate organizations, yes, it is accepted for corporate organizations to accept the faith and accept the practice, and also you can go on your practice faith, but it's not encouraged for you to speak about your faith in organizations. And sometimes I always think about why that is the reason, and I want to give you a clear understanding of why that is the reason that spirituality and when it comes down to organizational corporate business is separate. It's because one, they don't want to have an influence in other persons if they dislike the faith. And two, because it may cause a dysfunctional within the team, and also a bias of where people's faith is at and all that stuff. And also it causes sometimes sadness, joy, and in between emotions, I would say. And so that's one of the reasons why, 3 reasons I would say why spirituality is separate from the organization today. By all means, I appreciate a lot of persons who express their spirituality in today's organization, but it's very important to know and distinguish the two. When you're at work, yes, you can practice your faith. You're privileged to do that, but at the end of the day, also be respectful of persons who are not in the faith and also in that spirituality of that area of culture. And so I must say, when it comes down to spirituality, I asked one of the questions to one of my parents who are actually ministers, and I said, like, what does spirituality mean? And one thing that my mother said, that spirituality is an act that is flow through yourself, and also act that is flow through God in that way of who you believe in and who you want to follow. And so I echo the mission of where I go, and when it comes down to my spirituality faith, that I have faith in God, and that's who I believe in. And when I go through a lot of situational things in life, and when I go through struggles in life, I depend on Him to be my source of strength in order to move forward. And so that there's a lot of other aspects of why persons don't want to indulge in faith and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I totally respect and I totally agree to whatever person's agreement. When it comes down to moving forward and why it's important to others, it's important to others is because they want their faith to be known and they want their faith to be respected. Because a lot of persons sometimes who do not practice the faith or the spirituality culture, a lot of persons tend to disrespect it or talk down on it. I encourage leaders today to respect people's faith and respect persons who are in the spirituality area, and to allow persons to move forward into where they want to go in their spiritual life. And so, just a quick nugget, leaders are persons who are obligated and who are, I would say, who can determine which faith, religion, spirituality that they want to follow. At the end of the day, it's up to them to be the difference making of of what they want to do. And by all means, I'm not saying that you have to be a difference maker by being in spirituality. That's not what I'm saying. At the end of the day, if you are in spirituality, you can focus on which type of difference making that you want to do. So until then, thank you for chatting with me today, and we can go forward for that. Have a great day.